During our turnaround year, we have really been looking at how do we better support our students' social emotional learning needs along with their behavioral needs. This has looked like providing additional support in a wide range of ways. Some of that additional support includes our social emotional classroom, which is an enrichment class that all students have the opportunity to go to outside of their general education classroom. In addition, we also have a restorative classroom this year, along with providing strategic behavioral support from our student support managers. We know that these three components are key to turning Jackson around.
Here at Jackson, we have many tools here that sets the expectations for behavior for our students here at Jackson Charter School. CHAMPS is a school-wide system that we use, which lays very explicit instructions for expectations that our students are expected to follow. Something that is extremely important to us here at Jackson is that we recognize positive expectations from our students. So with that being said, we have in place House Bucks and Panther Paws. It is a systematic way that we reward our students for positive expectations. Some of the rewards that are given to the students for positive behavior are dress down passes and class parties. Not only that, they are afforded the opportunity to visit the CHAMP store where they have a plethora of prizes that they can choose from. Panther Paws and House Bucks are just a few of the ways that we recognize our students here at Jackson Charter School for positive behavior expectations. We are extremely proud to have student support managers here at Jackson Charter School. Their primary responsibility is to proactively engage in student behavior so that minor referrals and major referrals won't occur. One of the ways that our student support managers engage in student behavior is a system where they check in and check out with the student. That's extremely important because they can gauge their temperature of the day and they have an opportunity to reset the student's behavior and recall those expectations that are expected of them.
As we know, behavioral support is a key component to really shifting our students' behavioral and social emotional learning needs. In addition to behavioral support, we also have implemented a social emotional learning classroom this year.
SEL, otherwise known as social emotional learning, is a very important part of the education system. It allows us to deal with the whole human being, the youth of our school as well as the adults. It helps build healthy relationships between educators, between students, between parents, between the community, and other partnerships that we use. It shows the wraparound service that the person is a human being. There's a lot of things that people face before they come inside of a school building. Even though academics are very important, social emotional learning is a part of help you realize how important academics are in education. So it helps people build healthy relationships with their identity, with other peers, with other students. So it's an integral part of learning. So some of the curriculum that we utilize is dealing with empathy, compassion, growth mindset, things that help you become a human being, a better version of yourself. I enjoy social emotional learning. It allows me to teach the young people, whereas things that they're going through right at the moment they are, so they can self-identify how they can become better, how they can look at other things from a different perspective, how they can understand that you are a part of a whole community. So I think that social emotional learning has always been the biggest missing piece of the education system. So I'm happy to be involved in a school setting that involve that in the everyday activities, in a curriculum, as well as the things that we do in personal developments for adults as well as young people.
Along with our social emotional learning classroom, we also have a restorative classroom. This includes students having the opportunity to participate in restorative practices school-wide. Our teachers are working really hard to implement restorative practices not only in the restorative classroom, but also inside of the general education classroom as well.
Here at Jackson Charter School, we support our students with social emotional learning through restorative practices. Restorative practices is based on people are connected in good and have positive relationships. Restorative practices focuses on teaching and a learning approach that building community and relationships is important. The 5 restorative practices that we work on here at Jackson Charter School is relationship building, responsibility of ownership of our behaviors, respecting the classroom, the teachers, and their peers, repairing any harm that has done, and restoring our students back to class. Our students benefit from restorative practices by understanding how to repair their behaviors. They're able to identify their coping skills that will help them manage their social emotional learning in and outside the classroom. They're able to build better relationships with not only their peers, but their teachers. And they can learn how to be successful when they use these coping skills.
We know that proactively supporting our students behaviorally is going to take time and work. We're grateful for the opportunities that we're able to provide our students by way of behavioral support, our social emotional learning classroom, along with our restorative classroom and school-wide restorative practices. Triangulating behavioral support and providing multiple ways to support our students social emotionally along with behaviorally is a key component of our turnaround story.